Welcome to the Fanzone. We are gonna go live. Blam. Welcome to the Fanzone Video Game Podcast, October 4th, 2020. If you are listening into the future. And I would like to introduce myself. I'm Quell. I'm the host with my co-host, Damien.
Yup.
That's all you gotta say, fool.
Yup.
Magnum.
You already know who it is, Magnum, the one and only. Watch how you talk to me, because I ain't one of them niggas, alright?
You ain't one. We should create an intro. That way we can just go right into talking, and I'll just play the intro at the beginning of the fucking thing.
It don't matter to me. You already know.
Alright.
Game and time.
Alright, so we started first off with the PlayStation news. Why don't you start off, since that the laugh thereof. Why don't you start off with it, Magnum?
Wait,
With
well,
the demo?
you didn't try watching it at 4:00 this morning.
4 o'clock this morning. I went to sleep at like 1:30, 2 o'clock.
So
Bro, I woke
it's at 4:00, not 1:00.
Exactly, man. You gotta remember, I my shit's different from your time.
Yeah, like by an hour.
Yeah.
He's saying you're not dedicated, Coel, okay?
Oh man, I don't know about that shit, man. I woke
that's
up
not what
from the
it
dead of
said.
sleep to come and jump on this motherfucker.
Hey, man, I just came from work, but now when I woke up at work, because that's what I do, I see all this shit. When I woke up at work, I saw this shit. When I woke up, I saw this shit. We posted this shit like 35 minutes
No, I
ago.
saw.
I'm like, oh, shit.
I saw
the
that-
Fanzone does not condone sleeping on the.
Yeah, do not sleep at work.
I did.
That's a good way to get fired.
No. First of all, fuck both of you guys, because my boss literally told me I could sleep as long as I check on him. I'm good. I can sleep. That's literally from the boss's mouth. So I am
he setting
directly
you up.
following orders.
Yeah, he's setting you up.
Shit.
Setting you up
Rest in peace,
when
he's
the
dead.
inspectors come in at 4 in the morning. Snatch your ass
I've
up.
been sleeping. Listen, I got stories where I was sleeping, cops knocking on the window, waking me up. I got stories, they come, I'm not even there, they calling me, and I'm not even there, but I'm good. But, yeah, and rest in peace, he's dead.
Let's hope your boss listens to this shit.
Nah, he's dead. Rest in peace. And my family run that
okay.
shit, so I'm not even worried. But, yeah, that shit, niggas woke up. Yeah. So niggas woke up and saw that shit, and it's like, yo, why did I wake up? Yeah. To be honest, it wasn't really showing nothing. It was showing the I watched as many streams as I saw the things that Damien posted. I went to those links and they showed Astro's Play, whatever the fuck that is. That's just that's pretty much a that was interesting because there was some functionality in the PlayStation controller that I didn't know. Damien, you were saying something?
Like what? Like blowing into it?
The blowing into it, the 6-axis shit. Because remember, I love the 6-axis in the PlayStation 3 controller.
Remember Jeff Keighley did this shit some weeks back?
Yeah, but it's still, I don't pay attention to something like that, to be honest. I'm just now getting on my Twitter shit. But yeah, like fucking like the 6-axis, the blowing into all that shit is legit. Like that shit that should be. I would love if Microsoft would do that in like a fucking series. It's not needed, but I would love it.
You want me blowing it? You want to blow you up?
I want any functionality that's going to make my game more interactive. It doesn't have to. I don't need a blowing functionality in every aspect of my game, but in a single player fucking story or something, where that could be added and be useful or more interactive, I do it. The same thing like Lair. Like I love Lair besides the Dragon because of the 6-axis. I love 6-axis in Lair. I don't care what no one say, that shit was fucking crazy. But yeah, other than that,
didn't they build Lair around the 6-axis?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they did. And then they added controls later when people were complaining about it, but I was not one of those people personally. Because the shit actually worked. But
I got a
other than
question.
that,
I
they
got a
didn't.
question. Why do gamers come? Every
Because they're not gamers anymore. They're more like spokesmen for the company that they support. That's why. Like, like the shit that we are given and we're able to play and we have access to blows my mind every day. Always thinking about a young me. And that's why I be playing this shit all day because I'm a gamer. I don't give a fuck. If it's cool,
That's
I
the
love it.
same way I feel. Cause
But if it's not
I
cool,
always say, don't get me wrong. I playing game Atari with Jungle. What the fuck is it? Jungle Hunt, I think. You're just running and
hmm
jumping. But my video
yeah,
gaming experience began with Contra. You know what I'm saying?
that's a fact. The
And
one
when
on
I
NES,
sit
that
up
was my
now,
shit.
yeah, up, down, down, left, right, man. Right, left, right.
Yeah.
And when I sit up now and see, because I always say Gears of War 3 is the modern. You know what I'm saying? Ah,
Uh,
damn.
but like
But no,
they
I
didn't.
see how that is. And to see gamers fucking bitching like I'm playing Doom Eternal right now. I'm like, Lord, I'm floored. I
Yeah,
see why
Doom
people be
Eternal
saying that they would like Halo on that engine. That game looks good. I don't say that.
beyond it. But
It just a
you
bit
said you
too
haven't seen it,
fast.
but like back to that PlayStation shit real quick. Like they didn't show. All right, the shit that they showed, I forgot you could play that on the PS4. So it was like, yo, what am I really? Well, actually, Astro is the one I think you can't play on the PS4. You could. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna
No, that
play.
comes on
Can
the
you play
PS4.
God?
Oh, right, and it showed Godfall.
I'm bugging. I don't think
Hello?
Godfall you can play on the PS. Yeah, man.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
can't do Godfall on the PS4. But Godfall is gonna be it's just a time exclusive.
It played smooth as fuck. I like it. Loaded quick after like the person got killed. Not like they
Mm.
fully loaded it. Nah, person got killed. Like as soon as like the countdown for the button prompt was over, like you got to hold down the button type of thing. I don't know if that's like a way to hide. It was fucking pretty much instantaneous. Like that shit was good. But other than that, everything was controlled. So that it was Dungo Studio fucking playing their impressions. Like it's annoying, is disgusting at this point to me. But other than that, like see part
I
two.
don't
I
like
don't know
Cruel,
what.
but I do know Cruel. I don't like Cruel. You're missing. You know what I mean? Like you're breaking up. Cruel.
Yeah,
I'm
How's
breaking
he
up.
coming in on your end? He coming in smooth on your end?
yeah, it was coming in all right. You came in a little bit breaky
Oh,
up, so I wonder if it's just your side that's a little bit.
so it's my end. My end.
I think it might be your end.
I am actually getting internet shit.
No, it's you weren't undistinguishable. It's just that you had like little clicks, like
Yeah,
moments
that's
of.
what I said.
Is that what he sounds like?
I called it the Caribbean internet.
Man, it's 2000. It's almost 2021, bro, and we still have these problems, bro. They need to fix the internet around this place. This is North America,
Listen,
not Africa.
no.
Shit.
Remember my internet used to be alright. Is after the hurricane, they still ain't getting infrastructure back up there. We still don't even have like we don't have cable TV yet, Joe.
Yeah.
Basically, we on online shit, Netflix and Hulu and shit. We don't have cable internet yet. They still putting the infrastructure back.
That's crazy, man. It's been too long.
No,
They should
that
have-
crazy.
That's like one of the first things they should have had up, right?
Listen, this ain't. We don't got free pay no more.
Wow. You guys ain't
Man,
got no money.
yeah, he's about to be an American. All right, he's coming.
All right.
He's coming here.
You come to us. Come over here. We got internet. Unless you live in the
Yeah,
hills.
but y'all got racism.
Racism is everywhere,
Shit, that's
bro.
another thing you gotta watch.
No, it's
Bro,
not.
that's
Nothing you gotta
everywhere.
watch
No, that's
carefully.
everywhere. You think that racism isn't
Listen,
everywhere?
listen,
Bro, it's
listen.
everywhere.
I don't
PlayStation 4.
Alright. We're talking about the PlayStation, bro. We ain't
Yeah,
talking
I'm gonna-
we ain't talking about
Well,
racism.
they did have some racist shit. Well, they did have some racist shit. What was that advertisement? White is what? What was that again?
yeah.
It's
It's
all
okay
right
to
to
be
be
white.
white.
Yeah.
It's true. It is okay to be white, but why would you say that at this point in time? You know what I mean, so either
In
or.
this sensitive time, right? Especially after that whole
But
email shit that went out. But anyway,
but what do you
I
guys
ain't
think
going
about the
back on.
PlayStation 4? Cool. What you think about what was shown though? What you hear or whatever?
All I see is just like it's stupid people claiming it's not real.
That the whole shit wasn't real.
Yeah, that a lot of these were fake. Like they're saying it's not real.
How about that?
Well, this is the guy that posted video or posted the pictures, and everybody said that the PlayStation he had was fake. All the PlayStation guys said that the PlayStation was fake, but then he started showing games.
Because it's too big.
Yeah, then he started showing games, and all of a sudden it's real. But they got this guy who's showing a picture. He looks like he's actually playing, but
you notice, you know why I didn't like though? It's like, okay, they started right, and then it's like you started out with the control in its hand. You
Yeah.
saw him like you turn on the shit, but it wouldn't even show the actual shit being turned on.
it's probably NDA'd.
Just went to the Astrobot, like they still hiding shit.
Well, they don't. No, they don't want to show that it's slower. They already showed the.
Yeah.
The time.
Yeah, they already
That's
showed the
what
time. That
funny.
Russian guy or something. That looked Russian to me.
Yeah,
Didn't it look Russian to you?
I don't know.
I don't know the
That's
language.
what
I'm not
somebody
even gonna.
saw. I say
Yeah, it
like,
looked like it was
Sony-
something like that, but I
Sony
don't know.
showing that shit is because they're redefining it because that's SSD ain't doing what the fuck they say it do.
I don't even think it's SSD. I think it's probably something with the UI, software can make some magic work too. And I don't know. Whatever.
That'd be some shit if the UI takes a minute to fucking come in. But don't get me wrong, I expect their shit to be flying. Personally, I expect it to be faster than that. It's supposed to.
It should
It
be.
should be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a better
Word.
right?
Exactly.
But
So,
something just ain't kosher. Like, why they got shit so under wraps?
it's what who else said. We already know, bro. It's what you don't got nothing. What you gonna show? After someone shows something faster or better than your shit, like what are you gonna show? Something worse?
Yeah, but
Nah. He's gonna ride
it
away.
still got fucking. So basically, you saying Sony just basically want to go based on their momentum from all the game credit they build this generation.
Yeah, that's riding the wave.
They're sitting down saying we don't have to show shit because if you listen to the channel, people just expect the good games.
hmm
That's basically what you say.
Yeah, that's what it is. I'm not saying shit. That's what they doing. It's fucking PS3 days again. But it's not because
Alright.
of not. But it's not what people think. People think it's like yo. I'm sorry. I'm playing Rocket League at the same time. This motherfucker just stopped my goal. People think that it's like yo, Sony's just sitting on their laurels or why they fucking up. Is Jack? They can't compete. So when you can't compete and you got a good wave, you're just gonna ride it. Like they're playing the right hand the way they're supposed to play it. They're not playing it dumb, but they just can't compete on certain levels. So certain shit, we just can't
you're
talk about.
saying when
I think,
no, because I actually had that conversation earlier this morning, and this is my take, right?
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah.
What the fuck, you sleeping?
Nah, man. Do you not fucking hear me, bro?
No.
I'm looking at all these videos. I'm looking at all these videos and all these people getting owned by developers.
Oh, no. What if the rumor is true, And Starfield, is Starfield the name? The game from Bethesda.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Starfield
believe
is.
Yeah, Starfield. Yeah, something like that.
If that is coming out next, and let's say God, I even say God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn is coming out next year. What do you think will be the biggest game of next year?
I don't know,
I don't
man.
really know. Starfield.
I don't fucking know, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. And I believe Sony. Listen, I think the whole game changed after that whole Bethesda purchase. The whole game changed. Sony now
No,
realize they got a fucking problem. They got a real problem. Because now
listen,
Microsoft check
some
off all the Xbox, all the fucking boxes they had problems with. So they lose the power narrative. They're gonna lose the fucking narrative. They're losing the media. What else they got? They're already lying. You know what I'm saying? And the line is kind of
well,
fucking them up because now a lot of people. I don't know how you guys hear it, but I might have. Hey, again, Xbox this gen. You get one last gen. I get one.
that shit is not even fanboy shit. Like, if you're looking at certain polls and shit like that, like, shit is
Yeah.
Switch, if not 50%. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's still more PlayStation fans, and PlayStation is still gonna sell more consoles off it. Like, to me, PlayStation will always sell more consoles than Xbox, just off of brand recognition alone. I think of this shit like Toyotas and Camrys and whatever. Like, I mean, just off brand recognition and shit like that.
Mm.
Personally, because of Europe and shit like that. The 300 price point, we'll see what that does. But like I said, this is gonna be a 360 PS3 era, all pretty much.
And I told
Xbox
y'all
is
that
gonna
from the time I
move.
heard them putting on this emphasis in the SSD. I told y'all that.
fucking all consoles, they're gonna use that to try to say that use so they can say that they're the best, even though we know that's not the truth. And they're proving that also. They're just waiting until they do the.
You're breaking up on me now, man. Magnum, you're starting to break up. I said you're starting to break up now.
Oh
Yeah, now you're fine. You're
let me-
fine, Damien. Now Magnum's starting to break up a little bit.
yeah. We
Let me drop out and come back in.
All right.
Yeah, it seems like we could.
So I'm trying to find all these.
Yo, but what about the PlayStation 4 reveal, Kuo? Not about no console shit. I'm talking about the shit that we waited up till 5 o'clock for.
I'm trying to find more shit about it, man. It's
For
like
a
everywhere.
A Japanese YouTuber, you can't understand what it means.
There you go.
How's this guy super popular,
20
dude?
seconds or 50 seconds or 2 minutes to get into the game.
Well, there's a whole bunch. They won't let you show the UI. I mean, technically, you're not supposed to show the UI, even though it's the UI I'm using right now on my One X. It's just the alpha build of the freaking UI. So I don't know why they're not allowed to show it.
My thing is, alright, the leak shit that we saw with the PlayStation 4, the guy with the black controller and all that shit. I don't remember seeing the PlayStation 5. I mean, PlayStation 5. I said PlayStation 4. I don't remember seeing the PlayStation 5 load up in the shit that we saw with the Japanese YouTubers. Was it the same? Do you remember, Kwa? Because I remember seeing like Damien. I remember seeing like a controller that like appeared on the screen, and they said, "Whoa, I don't know if the controller was vibrating. I don't know, but I don't know."
You don't see nothing. You actually don't see nothing. It was 11 minutes of bullshit.
Uh-oh, guys. We might be fucked. The first time scientists have extracted DNA from insects embedded in tree resin.
What the fuck?
New DLC for 2020 incoming, bro.
Good. So now when they can get some dinosaur DNA.
That's right. We get some Jurassic Park up in this bitch. 15 years from now, there's gonna be fucking raptors running around fucking our neighborhoods and eating our dogs and shit.
Well, I gotta rethink this whole moving to Florida.
Yeah, you might want to move a little bit north, bro. You might want to head on north where it gets cold.
I'm gonna have to buy a fucking either that. I'm gonna have to.
You should move to Texas. You shouldn't live in fucking. You should just move to Texas, bro.
Gonna have a Titan boa coming after us.
In racist fucking Texas.
What racist Texas?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not. Listen, Damien. Florida's the same way. Florida's the same way. It's not.
I know.
Texas gets the brunt of work like Texas. No, Florida's the same way. Trust me. Everyone has guns in Florida. They just as samey thinking.
It's just that when you shoot somebody in Texas for breaking into your house, you're not going to go to jail for it because you're black. But in Florida, you probably will.
I don't want nobody to say that a house I'm living in that I'm breaking into. That's the problem I have.
Nobody's going to see it, man, because you're going to be living out there. Nearest neighbor's going to be like 27 miles away or something. You know, on like tracks of land, man. Yeah.
I want neighbors close when nobody living around that gives opportunity.
That's opportunity to shoot a motherfucker. People don't come to people's houses out in the boonies, man, because they know they got guns. People break into other people's houses. It's like the guy who's the Democrat that had this sign that said, anyway, I don't believe in guns.
Cool. Let's have that conversation.
All right.
That's post show if we still do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. With PlayStation and that UI shit, man, that was a disappointment. Do you guys know when the second part comes out?
With Sony, who the fuck?
Yeah. Like I'm looking at.
I mean, was it rumored? Did they just rumored the fourth? My bad, Well, go ahead when you.
No, I was just looking at like.
Today is the fourth.
I mean,
yeah, but where is it in Japan? I think Japan is. I don't even know what time it is in Japan. Let me look. What time it is?
It's the 5th in Japan.
So the rumors. Mm-hmm.
It's 10:54 p.m. in October 4th in Japan, so it's not quite the 5th yet.
The 5th. All right. I'll wait and a half.
Yeah, but alright, so when they said the PlayStation 4 rumors, right? Was it officially just for the 4th and that was it?
I would assume more would be coming out, but in like drips and droves. So did they bring somebody to they brought them to like a studio to try it out?
Yeah, it was like an all-white YouTube studio.
That's weird.
And then I see somebody had a breakdown of the photo saying it wasn't.
Yeah. So when the first photos came out, I remember when they first came out because it was like, hey, I'm using the PS. You know how people had their Xbox One or their Xbox Series X's, and they were like, hey, I've got it. I can't say anything right now, but as soon as I can, whatever. They were saying it was fake. People were saying that pictures were fake.
But, oh please, because they were sending out the fake. Remember like 2 weeks before. Most of those people came out with the one and said, listen, I have a replica of it.
Yeah.
Like IGN and them, they were like, I have a replica of it. Right?
They sent them a shell.
What was fake was the guy Benji Sales. Benji Sales was fake.
Well, he made his. He made his with the like paper. So they print it. You can print. You can go on there and print up a life-size thing, and it shows you how to fix it so that you have like a replica.
The thing with Tony Polanco is, I think that's that. I don't think Microsoft actually sent Tony Polanco. I think he was, because he came out and he said he was a crossed-out chicken or some position. So I think he was hanging up with that. So that's what he got to take a picture with one.
You think that he was with his? No, I don't think so. He wouldn't have said that. He would have been like joking afterwards. He would have said something afterwards.
But he never said it's his. All he says is, Series X, more information coming after him, and he had a picture with it.
Yeah,
You
honestly,
see
I
what I'm
lean
saying?
towards Dan, but I honestly hope that he's able to get a Series X. That would be nice if he was able to get a
Okay,
Series
let
X,
me
to
ask you
be
this,
honest.
Quill.
But
You think Tony would get one over a site like Iron Lords,
that's what I was saying. It would,
or even double barrel? Double barrel had Major Nelson on his shit. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I tell you, because Tony did set up
Tony's been in the game for a
he
long
went
time now, man.
what?
He's been doing this for a while now. Tony isn't just like
That
an
don't
up and coming.
so what? I didn't say
about who's
he's
going
up
to
and
expose
coming,
it.
but at the end of the day, Tony doesn't have any following with even 5,000. None of his shit. Like they just telling you on Twitch they just over 1,500.
But they got a fucking website with fucking. I'm sure they've got fucking views on their website, and
No,
whoever.
the coalition. Listen, if the coalition had gotten something, remember they're not a part of the coalition. You know, their shit is just on the coalition.
Maybe he got it through PC Gamer.
Listen, listen. I will bet you.
Bro,
That-
the
that-
throwdown's right on the
that-
front page of the coalition.
I will bet you Kua. I know you like to suck up to
What?
guys. That's Danny Pena's shit.
I don't think it is. I think it's Tony.
That's why when you see Danny Pena put up a thing, he just put up the thing with the eyes. Like I see I see you.
All right.
That's Danny Pena shit.
Debate. The end is stupid ass debate. You guys seen him? Where was that picture taken at?
It was just in a it's in a condo somewhere. Like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it looks
It's
like
probably
it could
not
have been
his.
in a stairwell. Like in a
Honestly,
stairwell or
because it
something.
would be. If it was his, it would be good. To be honest, I hope that it's his. It's not. I mean, like, but
And you
I don't
know
know.
how
Who
I will
knows?
tell you it's not his? They don't have an embargo. They don't have an embargo to say that they didn't have to not say they have it. Everybody who got one is posting it. He would have said that shit from the throwdown with Hip Hop Gamer and Tor Davis. He said nothing.
I think he didn't get
Danny
it.
Pena.
No.
And they hang out on a daily basis. And the fact that he put a tweet later that day, I remember somebody came out and put a real mean tweet. I don't even want it. But a real mean tweet in the timeline.
I posted that shit, and
And
I
he
posted
came out.
it.
Listen, oh yeah, you put it in the chat.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I can't even laugh at shit like that because
I'm sorry, bro. I laughed. I'm a terrible
that's how we
person,
get
bro. I'm a terrible person. I laughed the
that's,
first time I saw it.
that, to be honest, that's like a major pet peeve. You don't fucking show somebody disability. Because you know what? That isn't like he decided that shit. If you know what I'm saying, that's like he was born that way. You can't really. You know
No, he wasn't. He wasn't born that way.
Yeah.
Then fuck-
He got that from polio. I can't remember what disease he got that from.
Either
Off the top, I just woke up, bro. I can't remember what it was.
But Cruel, what I'm saying is not his fault.
Yeah, it's not his fault. He wasn't driving fast on the road drunk, you know, and lost his ability to walk.
Right. So for somebody to even say that shit really is fucking. You know, that's just certain things you don't go certain places. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this
Like in
PS
politics, you don't go after-
this PS5 DualSense
don't
controller looking like a PS or looking like an Xbox Xbox One controller for real, bro.
bro,
Yeah.
you just so.
Holy shit, bro. For real. I'm looking at
No,
this.
that's alright.
They're throwing some
know,
pictures up of the triggers, man.
Remember Quill got ADD, you know, you can't really pay attention on one.
Hey, look, I'm looking this shit up. I'm
I
looking
know,
at.
But
like-
Quill from months from time they were showing the
No,
that's
they
all.
weren't close, man. You couldn't see it good. This is a real controller. This guy's taking pictures of, and it's got it where you can put your one finger on the thing and rock it back and forth for R1, R2, and L1, L2. That way you don't have to fucking have two fingers on the fucking shit. That's how it was built.
Is that more important than?
That's why when people up in them talking about a PS5 controller, I'm like, yeah, it's just a white fucking Xbox controller.
That's not even a question because they said that they made it bigger for a reason to fit people's hands better. That's been the Xbox model. Matter of fact, the Xbox with the new one, they shaved off a little bit off the sides to make it a little smaller.
To make it just a touch
But
smaller.
it's not even like they
But
shaved. It's like it's just
the best controller right now in gaming is the Xbox control because I don't know. You guys have a Switch?
That's not a question.
The Pro control for the Switch is basically a ripoff of the Xbox control as well.
Listen, most third-party controllers, most whatever, use the Xbox design for a reason. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Even with the PlayStation controller being out there for as long as they have. Yeah, there's some Microsoft-iness, I guess, with some PC shit, but by and large, they use the 360 design. So you can have preferences, but whatever. And Sony trying to make their controller bigger, and people already and been saying it's more 360. Like, what is the question? Or what is the?
Listen.
Yeah. Hold on.
If it wasn't for they would have given major backlash, they would have already moved that goddamn stick. They would have already moved that stick. But they know they can't live down.
Bro, think about it. What happened if Sony actually had that boomerang controller? Like,
That would be hilarious.
That's what I mean. Like they just throwing shit at the one type of shit. Like it's not like they're trying to aerodynamically fit it in your hand. Yeah, they're not trying to really actually. Now they are when they see the competition moving a certain way. But
no, they're not. Tell me one thing that's new in that control that's not done.
No. Wait, we're not gonna talk shit about that controller because I like that controller. I don't give a fuck. That controller, oh my god!
I got a controller and a headset pre-ordered, and I don't even have a fucking pre-order.
Listen, man, that controller is a piece of wizardry. There's certain shit like updates and shit like that. We'll see how good Sony is.
But you see, that's how you do when you buy people shit. You buy people shit better. When it, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, honestly, I was literally the reason why I'm thinking about that controller as finally as I am. Like, I was literally thinking the other day, like, goddamn, like I missed the 6-axis. And then once he started moving the shit in the 6-axis, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I like that controller. But at the same time, we already know how that goes. Those are maybe a game or two supported by Sony that might actually be like a third-party AAA game. I mean, a first-party AAA game that I would like to enjoy, like a Lair and Warhawk. With that controller, the only games I really used it for was Lair and Warhawk. Warhawk was amazing. So, yeah, it's crazy. Enjoy it as a piece of tech. So, but other than that, yeah, that they didn't say was whisper quiet.
Something else happened. Well, what else happened with Sony this week? Something happened with Sony. What was it?
Something happened.
Spider-Man face?
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man.
Like,
yeah, face gate.
I don't know.
Parker gate.
That ain't even an issue. I don't know.
There was the other. There was the ray tracing and Digital Foundry explaining why the ray tracing is at 1/4 resolution in order to fit the 30 frame per second envelope.
Right.
Oh wait, there was a couple of shit. My bad,
my
thing,
thing, right now, Digital Foundry already setting the stage for what the fuck you gonna be hearing for the next 5 years. That this fucking thing is not an extension. This is a 1440 box. This is very similar to the Series S. So to me, anybody who has a Series S, you basically get a PS5. You get a 1440 box. Because how I see Digital Foundry break down that ray tracing and all those restrictions and shit, yo, Sony need to get edge. No. Because
Yeah, that
this is a remake of a game that just came out 2 years ago. And you telling me you
this
having issues. This shit can't even run at fucking 4K. I think I might wait to buy that shit when it go on sale for fucking one night.
but there's some shit like one.
That
All right, one
that
people.
console is not $500 console. I got
But
some
listen,
fucking
this is
stupendous shit with this SSD.
listen. You got to see like these developers and shit. Like one, this is a new type of way that they gotta. Yeah, the architecture is normal, but the developers were having problems, as they were saying, or rumors were behind the scenes,
Man,
dealing with
you know
the
why?
mi-
You know why?
yo.
You know why I invite? You know why I invite what you say?
Listen,
This
I'm not
series
even
X
saying
right
that's
now.
the full
No.
thing.
All right, but here we go. Right now, the guys who have the series X, all they testing out is old games that are not enough for the Series X,
Okay,
right? Right?
yeah,
And the
okay,
Series X is already proven the games that have unlocked frame rates, like that Sekiro died twice. That shit not running at 60 frames. Where on the Xbox One X, it was running at 37 frames. You see what I'm saying?
okay. I see what you're
And
saying.
that's without do
That's
and
a,
that's without doing anything to the actual game. That's just taking the game that you have now and putting it in a
mhm.
Series X. And the horsepower in the Series X is is up, doing is pushing the game to the next level. You see what I'm saying?
Listen. I know that, but here's what
And
I'm saying.
this is why I think Sony is not showing shit because people now gonna look for that same shit in the PS5, and the PS5 cannot do it. So the
Yeah, we
minute
already know
Sony,
that.
listen, Sony is dreading the day that them fucking consoles hit the street. Because you know why? The early adopters are the fanboys. The fanboys are the early adopters. But when that shit hit the street and people really start seeing this fucking thing is so inferior and costs the same, Microsoft will take off like wildfire, especially in the bigger countries. And this is why Sony
Yeah,
ain't showing shit. Remember, this is the same way Sony was behaving with the Pro. Sony came out on stage with the Pro. This is the Pro, and that was it. They ain't give you no specs, no nothing. That's it.
yeah.
Because they know when people start looking into these shits, people go listen. People gonna go where they get more bang for. What? The one thing all these media outlets, and YouTubers, content creators saying is, I don't want to go back. I use this Series X and I don't want to go back. I was telling my wife, you know the thing about the Xbox that makes it good for me? You could literally now unplug your One X, plug in your Series X, and you only get better. You can still play all your games, you can still do everything, just better.
Mhm.
You cannot, who can say that with the PlayStation? Who can say I could just unplug my PS4, plug in my PS5, and I could do everything I'm doing now better? Nobody.
Nobody can
You
say
can't
shit because
carry.
nobody got the console. But that's the thing.
Exactly.
Once
Now
the
you hearing shit, saves not going over, and other shit. A lot ain't right. A lot ain't right.
you're right, a lot ain't right. But at the same time, this is like again, this is like old Sony. But I say that to mean like, for instance, right, giving the access to fucking Japanese YouTubers. Are you fucking crazy? Not doing shit with your 25 fucking year anniversary in America. Are you crazy? It feels as though Jim Ryan or whoever is just being fucking puppeted by whoever runs fucking Sony in Japan or some shit like that, and they're treating America and the North American region as if they're second class citizens when they know that they need America badly in terms of fucking exposure and access and shit. Why would they do it like that? I don't know. But when I say
Because
weirdness
you
and
know
old
why?
Soniness, I
Who
mean
is
towards that
who's the
also.
most, wait. Who is the most vocal crowd? the Americans. Remember,
Yeah, you know.
and you guys are American, and I am quasi-American
I didn't.
because we
I
British,
didn't.
but we do everything American, right? But I can tell you, you
Mm,
know the thing what Americans, you know why when you go and you get an Escalade or whatever, they kind of for Americans like they like the bigger, better shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's one of the reasons the PS4 took over. Like it wasn't fucking price. When you go and you see PS4 games 10 running better, Xbox One 900p. Nah, give me the better shit. Because Americans like to go, I got the best shit.
Yeah.
Sony knows they don't have the best console out there. They don't have the best console, they don't have the second best console. And they're right now trying to spin that fucking how we are selling shit. That's why they'll show you Ratchet and Clank at every fucking thing. Because Sony know that listen, Sony's bread and butter, let's be honest, is the games. Is the game. Everybody expects these fucking, you know what I'm saying, cinematic bangers. Everybody.
That's
Listen, when Sony comes, Sony gonna bring the game.
the
Sony gonna bring the game. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying? But you know what changed shit? That Bethesda purchase. Because now Microsoft is now saying, hey, we fucked up, yes. But we went from 7 studios to 23 studios in the span of 3 years. You know, and initially remember what people were saying, oh, they're second class studios, they ain't really no big third party studios like that. You know, they'll make a good game out there. You know, Obsidian start doing shit. Ninja Theory show some shit that make people fucking eyes swell. But you know what Microsoft did with Bethesda? They got big shit. They got Elder Scrolls, they got Doom, they now got whatever big shit. And now it's like everybody know like shit. Sony, Microsoft are both on the level with you. Listen, if you see the
wait, first
you
of all, well, let's not do that because now you got so many points, but your dumbass kept on going. I forgot my points, but are almost at the level. They surpassed me a while ago. Let's not. All right, all right, whatever.
listen, in
Subjective. It would have been subjective.
no. Let's say
No.
in
Fuck
theory,
that. It would have been
they surpass.
subjective. No. Fuck that. It would have been subjective with the 13 or 15 studios that they had. Subjective before Bethesda. We are not going to say with the Bethesda acquisition. I don't give a fuck if they make it third party, which I don't think they will in terms of the games. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. You're not fucking telling me that Sony's first party is better. People know. That's what fanboys believe. That's what people who refuse to change and is forced to change, and they will be forced to change once shit come out. Well, you could tell me Sony first party games are better. Yeah, they don't even the heck is fucking Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, like
But
I
Metal
told
Gear
y'all on my
does.
fucking Xbox
Metal
One.
Gear does.
I know, but that's why I'm saying, like, I was playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 on my Xbox One because of Game Pass a month and a half
And you
ago.
can't play
You
them shits
forgot? Like,
on a Sony console.
unless you fucking go to fucking PlayStation Now. I had this conversation with you how crazy it was that I was playing Metal Gear on a whatever console and Sony niggas is just can't play the shit right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's backwards.
It's fucked
Like
up.
when you talk. Like when you all right, let's put it like this. I don't want to be whatever, but if you want, to me, this is not negotiable. You talk about Last of Us, Last of Us 2. Last of Us is phenomenal in terms of what people say. Last of Us 2, they killed the franchise in my opinion. With the way
Yeah, I
that shit
think so.
ended, knowing they can talk about no one else, they killed the franchise. Uncharted 4, it's long in the tooth. It's been going for a while. Nathan Fillion needs a reboot. You'll see what happens with the kid.
I think Uncharted is better.
No, but they have
Because
the kid or something like that. Spoilers, I didn't play the game, but they have the kid at the end or some shit like that. I think they have the kid.
Listen,
It don't matter,
the
but
kid-
these
the
Sony
kid-
fans
the
and
kid-
people,
the fuck-
listen, these Sony fans and people in
Let-
general,
let-
if the kid is
wait,
done
man.
well,
Wait, man.
and the kid is like a
hold your
female
thought.
Nathan Fillion, it'll be good.
Put pin in your thought. Let's be real.
Man,
Not
bitch, you been putting
Naughty Dog is
fucking...
no. I will not take anything from Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is a phenomenal studio. Once Naughty Dog says we bringing out a game, you can automatically say this is a man. Even before you see it, Naughty Dog has given that reputation personally, from what I've seen over 2 generations, you can automatically say the game is at 9. You see what I'm
Can you?
saying? That's not.
Can you? Can you?
Yes, I will give that to Naughty Dog, right?
Who's is the leadership in Naughty Dog the same? Answer that question real quick. Is the leader in Naughty Dog the same, or did they?
No, they've changed and Neil Druckmann is now in charge, right? But
So
what I'm
how
saying
were
is
and,
this.
and what we saw with so how wait how do you have confidence in them after Last of Us 2 when they literally destroyed a franchise that was fucking top of the fucking
Because
the
the
fucking
problem with the Last of
industry?
Us 2 was the direction they went with the story. But game wise, the game wise, it was phenomenal. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, you have that opinion. I didn't play the game, but
No,
I
no,
heard
no,
of the
no.
contrary too much.
No, the story killed the story killed it.
It was a
Right?
story. Everybody
But
had nothing but
But
good
the
things to
game,
say about the
but
gameplay.
hold on.
wait,
Honestly,
I
Last
couldn't
of
even hear
Us.
what you was.
Did you say cool?
I said nobody had any real bad things to say about the actual gameplay, but especially the mechanics of the gameplay. It was the story that killed it. What's horrible
Yeah.
is that people. I guess they were talking about how another way they were going to do it, and everybody was mad because originally they were going to build up like they were going to have Abby and God, that's what happens when you guys wake me up. The main character. How am I forgetting her name?
Listen, I
Ellie.
understand
Abby
all
and
that.
Ellie were gonna.
Ellie, and all that.
Abby and Ellie were gonna adventure together. They were gonna end up hooking up like as friends and like adventuring, and then she would kill him later, and that would be the impact, right? The emotional impact because they were friends, and she knew what she was doing, and there was that emotional attachment after that.
No, but what I'm
Listen.
saying is right,
Hold on.
Alright, go
Fuck all
ahead.
that shit. Hold on. Fuck all that shit. First of all, what I'm saying is, in terms of that goddamn studio, they changed leadership and they destroyed a fucking franchise that they didn't need to destroy for some bullshit that they needed to do. I have no trust in that fucking leadership at all right now. In terms of whatever new they're going to come out of,
I
that we're going to
hear
come
what
out
you're
of that
saying,
fucking leadership.
but because of the leadership,
And
you can't take away from their gameplay and their mechanics.
I'm not taking a look. There is no gameplay. Back to that. That's why I need to go back to. When everyone was fucking mad, no one fucking plays Uncharted. I mean, Last of Us for the fucking gameplay. It's standard gameplay and it's below par in terms of fucking in terms of mechanics. It's a fucking regular game. When people got mad, what did they get mad for? Because of the story. And what did they say? You don't play the fucking game for the gameplay and mechanics is hand. They play it for the story. That's why the franchise killed.
Yeah,
No one's gonna fucking get
because
Last
the
of Us 3
original
because they want to
the
fucking play the
game.
gameplay of Last of Us 3.
Yeah, because the
That's not
gameplay and the
happening.
mechanics in the first game were not good. So everybody bought into the first game because of the story. So when they fucked the story, the second one, that's what.
No, everyone bought into the game because of the story in general. No one fucking cared about the Last of Us because of the gameplay. It was regular, whatever gameplay.
The Last of Us.
It was serviceable because of the story.
I'm saying exactly what you're saying. The first game, I bought the first game even before it was a thing, right? And I couldn't play
Okay.
because they had the control fucking retarded. So the gameplay and mechanics in the first one was shit. You see what I'm saying? But the story was good. So everybody jumped on it because it had a good story. What they
Okay,
did
so
in
like I
second one,
said,
they
the
got
gameplay is shit.
Gameplay, okay, but then they fucked the story.
Okay, but either or,
They
the
went with a
gameplay is
fucking
not. That's why I was
bullshit.
saying they came, but that's why I was saying Last of Us 2, the gameplay is not the fucking reason why people fucking like the game or even care about the franchise because the franchise is known to have subpar gameplay. It's about the fucking story.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
Like it's not about the gameplay. It's about the fucking story. Like but like after that, like alright, we got Uncharted, right? I love Uncharted, so I hope that they could come out with something good with the kid and shit like that.
But
So hope for Uncharted to be good. But after that, what else do we have?
You didn't play the last one, did you?
No, I didn't get to play 4. Hopefully with my PS4
The last
and
one
the
was
Plus and
the last
and
one
the
was
PS5.
too long.
Why you say that?
because after a while it starts getting repetitive. You just jump in, shoot, and jump in and hold on to ledges to jump in.
That's
Sometimes the
usually Uncharted,
games,
though. No.
but this is what I'm saying. How much of that shit can you just take? How much? You know?
I mean,
Early on, it was different because
like,
you had to go and go break into an action and do different shit. In the end, you just go from building to building, jumping, climbing, jumping, shooting. It just got fucking boring.
but my thing is, all right, the gameplay in Uncharted, they were doing some dynamic shit. It was industry leading in terms of Uncharted 2, 3, in my opinion. And even 1 somewhat, but they weren't doing all that dynamic slide and shooting all that shit. Like, the story is what really was good and paced along. How was the story in 4? Did that keep you engaged? Is Sully back there doing his regular shit? Like,
And that's the thing. So this is what I'm saying. It can't pass on to the kid. It cannot pass on to the kid because the kid now has to find a solid.
that's the thing. I don't know the game. Like, do they have like people to set it up? Like I think spoilers. I think he retires at the end. I didn't play it when I played. I was fucking know officially, but
He
I
was
think he
retired at
retires
the
at the end,
beginning.
right?
He was retired at the
Yeah.
beginning, but at the end, he ended up being Sully's age when the game was finished. So what you're gonna have to do is go back and say like these are intro missions.
Wait, what do you mean he was
I
Sully's
think
bitch?
I
You could
think I
spoil it. I
think
don't give a
people
fuck.
try.
I'm gonna play it anyway.
Yeah, listen, I listen. If they come out and say Naughty Dog making a next Uncharted, I'll buy it when it goes on sale. But
Wait,
I
tell me what
just
happened with Sully. I want to know what happened with Sully. What
not
happened with
nothing to
Sully and
Sully.
Nathan?
Sully makes it to the end of the game. But what I'm saying is, at the end of it, yes, it's the daughter. But what happened is Nathan is old.
So if Nathan's old, then Sully's about to die. The fuck? How old is Sully?
Sully's his older
Exactly.
brother, right? They need to. What they can
Yeah,
do is
Sully.
they can go back to the original Nathan Drake. They can do stuff about
So
him.
that's what I believe. They're gonna have to be going back. They're not gonna go far. They're gonna go back. So the games you'll be playing are gonna be prequels to this last one.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, so that means that if that's how they ended it, so pretty much that franchise. Hopefully
But
the
but this
sequels
is
could be something
but
good.
this
They
is
could
my
go
take on
with
it.
him and that
This is but
person
this is
too.
my
So.
take because even this morning I was like I was speaking to it was a huge Tony man. And my biggest franchise of Tony is God of War. But let's not be honest.
Yeah.
I mean let's be honest. The first God of War that came out was fire. The second one was supposed to be fire but it wasn't received well. People for some strange reason didn't like it. Right? I liked it personally, but I just like God of War. I am concerned with this new God of War because number one, it's a different direction. It's not Corey Barlog anymore. It's not Corey anymore. You see what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm not even that best on Corey Barlog because I people who come out here and Yoshida is who made them fucking go in a different direction when it came to God of War. And now
Really?
Yoshida is moved to do yeah. They were doing God of War like a typical God of War. And Yoshida tell
Oh
them
my
scrap that shit and start over.
god. Why he
You could
wanted
go
the
on
Last
YouTube
of
and
Us
see
it?
it.
He wanted the Last of Us
He's
the
the one
fucking
who told
game,
them.
man.
He told them, listen, we tired of that same old shit. So that's how they went. And like you said, Last of Us, Mickey
Did
became the
Kratos
dad.
even get pussy in the game?
Nope.
Did he even get
No
any
naked.
pussy in the game? Like what?
No naked. No, this is the first one. No naked picture.
Yo, man. Listen. Well, good job, Yoshida. You fucked up a cell because if there was a regular God of War, I damn sure would have had my console in that era. Because I told you that game is not God of War to me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Y'all, it can have the name God of War. That is not fucking God of War at all. No, I'm not one of
Yeah,
those
that or
sentimental guys. You put a kid in front of a guy. And he's taking care of the kid, and now I'm supposed to be, oh, this was a riveting story. No, I don't give a fuck. All right, I need to rip fucking heads off. I need to
Let
break
me tell you
people's necks. You know what really pissed me? Go ahead.
the
Did
thing
you see
about
the
God of
ending
War
of that shit?
story. No, the thing about the God of
There's
War
no story.
story
There is
is
no
no.
story.
It's you know what it's like. It's like what you keep telling me about game. Ain't the game. It's the other shit. So what happened with God of War is a lot of question marks were left in Norse mythology. Like there's one pack. Well, did
Mhm.
you play?
Play what? You guys are
What the
just
fuck is going
droning,
on?
dude. I'm just not even listening to you anymore. I'm just looking up information.
All
Okay.
right, so go ahead, Damon.
But there's a package. Listen, that new God of War was a typical God of War. You ever play a God of War, Magnum?
Boy, I played God of War 1, 2, 3, and the PSP
Okay.
games. You talking to the
All right.
wrong one.
So let's break down God of War games. Let's break it down. God of War 1. You start the game, you go in, you start getting your abilities. You die, you go to hell, you fight your way out to hell, you go and you beat the boss, right? God of War
Dude.
2, you start with your ability, they take it from you, you kill, you go to Hades, you fight your way out of Hades, and then you go and you start to make your way to Hades, right? God of War 3, you
One
start
of
the game, you
the
end up
God of
in
War.
hell. But I just going with the main story, right? God of War. So you see the pattern. You
Okay.
start the game, something happened, you end up in hell, you fight your way out, boom. You know that's the same shit that happened in that God of War. The
Whoa,
only
we're not gonna
difference
do that.
was
'Cause I,
the only difference
I
was
can't
you
agree
didn't
with you
get
with that.
killed. Yeah,
Here's
you said
here's
you
my only
played. You
thing.
said
Here's my only thing with that. But here's my thing with that. God of War 3. God of War 3, one of the greatest games of all time. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Who else can hate the backgrounds? Go to hell. Um, the opening of that game is the best opening of probably any game ever. I'm scared to say the
mm-hmm,
best because I'm trying to remember every game. I really want to say the best. It is the best opening of any fucking game ever. When you're fucking going up Mount Olympus to go fucking
mm-hmm,
fight Zeus and fucking gods with Titans
mm-hmm,
riding on Titans' backs. Yo,
mm-hmm.
that shit was insane. You fight, yo, come on, stop playing. You
But
fight
what
fucking, what's
happens?
that?
What happens next?
I had a fucking good time and I ripped some fucking gods' heads off and I ripped the motherfucker's leg off. I took some eyeballs off.
Zeus cracked that
That's
bitch
what
a
happened.
fucking lightning bolt, and you ended up
Yeah,
in
because,
fucking Hades, right? Remember?
okay, that's cool.
Because
Yeah, and
remember
we fucked him up too.
the second boss
That
fight
nigga ain't
is
nothing.
Hades, right? But what
Yeah,
I'm
and he
saying
was
is this, right?
lit. Fuck. That boss fight
They
was
they
lit
they
too.
they, they start the god. You know what? You know what the things that everybody can't get over? How they
Mhm.
started the new God of War was epic. They start the fucking game with a unwinnable fight. You were fighting a guy who had no fucking. He couldn't feel. He couldn't die. He was matching Kratos pound for pound, strength and everything. You see what I'm saying? Kratos had to end up
Yeah, I
throwing
seen
that
that
mother
bullshit enemy.
about 50. No, this is the beginning.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. I watched the shit. I watched the whole shit. I seen that bullshit enemy. I'm gonna play
Listen,
it, but I hate that guy.
no, but if you play it, you actually gonna realize he's not a prick like you think.
He's a fucking
The-
man. If you don't get these two Neanderthals over here fighting and one fighting on the yo, don't get me started with that game, bro. This shit is stupid. This motherfucker over here crying for
Listen,
his mother.
Magnum,
This nigga
what you
got
keep
mother
telling me?
problems.
No,
Look,
Magnum.
yeah,
What you keep
you
telling me
fuck.
about Halo when it comes to Halo story? Halo story ain't just an intro. It's the other shit, right? That they only
Yeah,
touch on in the
it's the
game. You know
universe.
what me?
Yeah,
You know why people so entrenched in this new God of War? Because of the other shit. Because what happened is during the
because all
game,
this shit.
you're gonna be seeing the story unfolding. This guy went to look for fucking Kratos because Kratos is who will start
Mhm.
Ragnarok. He is a god. Ragnarok means the end of the gods. That's why
Yeah,
he
I know.
went to
Yeah,
try and
okay.
kill
So,
Kratos. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't
oh,
explained
cool.
just like that in the game. These are things you have to read between the lines. Because it's just funny when
Okay.
games start and guys show up at your house to fucking fight you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
That man was
okay.
trying to fight for his own fucking survival. The problem I had is what the fuck would his mother have done? Because they didn't explain that he hated and wanted to kill his mother.
She made
From
him.
the shit that I've seen in.
She made him unable to die.
But cruel, if my mother could make me unable to die, woo-hoo, that's the best mother in the world.
Yeah, but in like 2,000 or 3,000 years, you'd probably be mad.
Cruel, I don't want to die now. As fucked up as the
Bro,
world is,
did you see the
I
life
can't
that
die.
they were fucking living? This is not fucking internet and video games all day, bro. This is I gotta use a rock to shave my penis. Like like that's you know what I mean? Like this some crazy shit. I don't wanna live in that shit forever. One thing I don't respect about God of War though, at the end of the day, I love the franchise before this one. I don't care what no one say. Even when I play it, I just want to play it because I'm a gamer. But at the end of the day, no, I don't give a fuck that shit. No, that's not God of War. But like, I don't like the fact that they just jump from lore to lore. It's like
Oh, you
Kratos
mean how they
doesn't
jump?
really have a
How they went
story.
from Greek? You mean how they went
They
from
just
Greek mythology to Norse mythology without
yeah,
explaining how?
yeah, they don't have an actual lore themselves. They just ride waves.
Yeah, they
That's
do.
all they do. They ride. They just go from a wave. Oh, okay. Norse mythology. Next thing you know, it might be some Egyptian shit. Who knows? Like I mean, he just gonna go from wherever the fuck he gotta go to make this franchise move. And when you look at his story himself, the character himself, everyone knows up to three, even at the end of three. Kratos is a fucking idiot. I don't give a fuck what you say. No one likes Kratos other than the fact that he's supposed to be the machismo man, which I do appreciate in that, but it's really a shit story and a shit character. That's what I
He
don't
is a shit
appreciate
character.
about it.
Yeah.
But
But
you know what they don't, you know what they don't want to tell you. Though? Kratos is the harbinger of death. That's all he is.
that I could respect.
That's all he is.
But it's like,
And
but I don't.
anybody who wants to say they follow it, that's what he is.
Mhm.
Kratos is just the harbinger of death. Wherever he goes, death. He's the
Yeah, I
destroyer
remember
of
people
worlds.
saying that shit. Wasn't it
You
in
know?
three? I think one of the gods said that shit to him
Yeah.
or something like that. Like,
You know,
but
and at
like,
the end of the day, you gotta realize, listen, man, you can't just go around fucking just killing everything.
yeah, they tried telling him that in three, and he didn't want to understand it. But that's the
Nope.
thing, like the story, like there's certain shit, like even in three, as much as I love that game, like the story just pisses me off. Like that whole Pan's Labyrinth shit, okay, whatever,
Made
that
no
was some
fucking
bullshit.
sense. Made no
Exactly, that was
sense.
some bullshit. But then it's like I
Because
hate
you
when
had
stories
already do
do shit like,
Pandora box from the
You play
first
the
game.
same game.
and
You
then you
already played
fucking,
Pandora's
it's
box
like,
from the first.
but that's not even a thing. I forgot what it was. It was some shit where they added like posts, like you was playing it, you had one thinking of something, and then they give you a cutscene where they added something into the box. I forgot what the fuck she added into the box.
Hope.
That it was like the box was never supposed to be opened, and out of nowhere, okay, hope, yeah, she adds hope
Oh,
into the
fair.
box, and now that
Fair.
was. Hey, if you don't
Fair.
get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, like yo, man,
Yeah,
that shit
it
pissed
made
me
no
off. And
sense.
then at the end. And at the end, when he dies and then he falls off the cliff, like, and there's no explanation. Is there explanation as to fuck how he landed all the way over there and where he is
Nope.
in four? Or
Nope.
they just start the game and he's in?
Yup.
I don't understand how
And he
people
was
don't see
there,
it.
and he was there for years. So
Yeah, I don't.
that's what I'm saying. The jump between those games makes no sense. And that's why I say he's just the real harbinger of death. So he just appears where he appears.
He
That's
destroys.
nonsense.
But yeah, there's a. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't like the character. I don't like the character that he used. Whatever his
He's not a
name is.
likable character. You know who like
No, I
you
don't
know
even
like
mean Kratos.
hood niggas like Kratos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, anyone who likes gore or anything like that, to be honest, anyone who likes gore person, he's like the Rambo of video games. You know what I mean? In ancient times, with a fucking whatever kind of sword you want to call, whatever the fuck
Yeah,
he got blades,
the
the chaos.
the, the mind the
But
mind the
it's like,
mindless brute.
yeah, exactly.
The mindless
But
brute. Just point him in a direction, clean up afterward.
I don't know. I gotta play
He
the
has
game, but
no.
from
He's a character with no character.
when I saw the ending of that game and it was a neck snap, like it was a dramatic neck snap, like that shit actually pissed me off. Because we went from fucking killing all types of gods and shit ripping out eyeballs, throats, and penises and all dumb shit to fucking a neck snap at the end of the fucking game. And the motherfucker
Well,
choking
no.
out his
What
mother with mother problems.
what
Like,
happened?
what the
Oh
fuck
yeah,
was I watching?
kill his.
Like,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, you can kill me if you want to. I don't want to. And he snapped. Did she even survive?
Yeah,
Or
she
she was
did.
dead?
No,
Okay, so
she
she
survived.
survived. Okay.
Mm.
Alright, cool.
Um,
Because after I saw that shit, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
but then at the end of the game, Thor shows up at his door because remember two other
Yeah,
characters he killed Thor's sons.
oh, those two guys that he fought at the bottom. Okay, those were Thor's sons. I think that was Thor's sons. Yeah, that'll be cool. But shit, I don't know. The motherfuckers, they gotta get through. I'm not. Well, they riding that wave, but we'll see how big those exclusives are.
this is my concern though, right? And I'm telling Sony fans this. Right now they're gonna get outclassed because and I
You're
was
concerned for Sony
now
fans?
this is funny, right? Sony,
Uh-huh.
Sony, they coming out now and saying you get God of War 20. Let's say they stick to the date and you get God of War 20. You saying that gonna be the only God of War for the next 5 years, 6 years for the generation? This was a one God of War. Pause. God of War came late, and they did a remaster in all these original. Remember they remastered too. So
Yeah.
my thing is that means they plan to build the God of War franchise for the future. And I have a feeling Sony not building new games. Sony just be building expansions and games like what they do with Spider-Man. So when people there say I'm a Spider-Man 2, I think they're gonna just be coming out with another Spider-Man. You know, like how they come out with this one Spider-Man Miles Morales. Then they're gonna probably come out with, with a Spider-Man Mary Jane or a Spider-Man Black Widow. You see what I'm saying? Because
I don't know.
Microsoft has what happened is Microsoft has now set a trend. You notice Microsoft takes the numbers off the games. The next Forza is Forza Motorsport. It's not Forza 8. It's Forza.
Well, they didn't start that fucking trend. There was other games that came out that was fucking.
Sports games and racing games should be like that, though. Is there any reason for there to be a new NBA 2K unless there's a transition in engines? Unless they're making a significant upgrade in the game quality, it should just be NBA 2K.
Yeah, that's a fact. But we talk about NBA 2K in terms of the Sony shit. NBA 2K, all the sports games, we already know.
They should all be services. Yeah, we should be paying like $5 or $10 for a fucking for the fucking update. Right, for a roster update. Like you'll have roster updates every quarter, and you spend like $5 on them.
But it also depends on the game, because certain games, like remember Madden back in the day, like they would add shit like the truck stick. Like you can't do that with an update.
You can. You can.
You probably could do that. Yeah, you probably could do that with an update.
Like if there was a massive improvement, like they're running the game on a new engine, they come out with the new Madden, right? It's like, oh, here's our new Madden, right? So everything starts fresh. None of your old shit's coming over, guys. Sorry. This is the new Madden. You got to start from scratch. Here, you'll start playing from where you started in the first and the last game, and confused as a motherfucker, thinking you accidentally loaded the first game up. Dude, that shit confused the fuck out of me when I loaded up Destiny 2. I thought I accidentally started Destiny 1. Started a new character. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit. I don't know, but Sony, yeah, Sony is damn sure doing that. They said that they fucking I don't know if it's gonna be that dramatic. I hope not. But they already came out and said we're doing coming out with games quicker. They're not gonna be as long to make. So that just points in that direction. 100%.
You could do that with God of War. You could do that with God of War. God of War seems like it would work well with that, because you would just be adding more chapters onto the God of War. I mean, as long as it's gonna keep the same franchise, you start off and you just keep on adding to it, like selling DLC, like an MMO, only single player.
Nah, I don't got. Personally, I saw the God of War shit. That shit, it was funny. I was on NeoGaf and people were saying, like, we don't need Oblivion. We got God of War. And I'm like, what the fuck he mean? And I went and I looked at God of War and I'm like, oh shit, this shit is an open world. You just transport to anywhere. I'm like, okay.
Magnum, you were hearing me, or I just went quiet?
Nah, you was quiet. Why, what up? Well, you hear?
No, I was out. No, go ahead. Say what you're saying, though.
Oh, yeah. And fucking, like, damn, I forgot what I was saying. But either or, like, I mean, that God of War shit, that shit, when he said that shit in NeoGaf, that shit surprised me. And I could see people, or I could see them adding on, just making some new terrain or whatever and adding on to it. But that would be, you talk about Game Pass, right? And you talk about Game Pass and just staying against Game Pass because the perceived notion, which is unbased, because there's only really Tell Me Why or whatever fucking Life is Strange game that's episodic, that these games are going to be episodic piecemeal. If you're telling me that Sony's going to do that with a God of War and whatever, and Horizon and shit like that, that would be an interesting fucking conversation with their loyal fans, who might just whatever accept it anyway. That's what they normally do. But if you're telling me you're not giving me full iterations, you're giving me maybe a full iteration in 4 piece meals, quasi sequels, that might be a little problem, but it depends on the game. But I thought the problem with that is God of War 1 or the God of War 2021 and fucking Horizon, that's gonna be PS4 game.
Yeah.
So at one point do you change over? Is it after 2021 it's like, okay, all this shit is strictly PS5?
You see, that's the problem.
Or
because Lion Ryan came out, so they're gonna be supporting PS4 for 3 to 4 years.
his name's Joe Ryan, so
Lion
you
Ryan.
said what?
Lion
They're
Ryan.
gonna be supporting.
Bro, he's a fucking suit, bro.
They're gonna be
He's a
supporting
suit doing what he's
PS4.
doing. God.
He's just trying to make money, bro.
Exactly. All of them, like, you know what I'm saying?
He didn't
But
lie.
you
He
know that
misled. He didn't even.
Magnum.
It's like a chick. I mean,
Magnum.
you just mislead her. You don't tell her.
Magnum.
She just expects. But
Magnum. If you meet a chick, right? Okay, say we's boys and shit, and I borrow.
Oh, so we're not boys in real life,
say,
yeah.
Just hear me out. This is just a scenario, you know what I'm saying? But we hang out in Florida. You got me whip. You know what I'm saying? And you meet a chick, and she's like, "Oh, you got a nice whip." You like, "Yeah." Wanna ride? Did you like?
And then she gives you COVID.
Did you like?
Wait, hold on. Why I gotta be a broke nigga with your whip? That's first of all.
I want to put you in the driver's seat. Okay, you know what? I borrow
Nah.
Okay.
I got you. I got you.
your Mercedes S-Class, right? And I meet that chick.
I got
and she like, nice ride. And I like, yep, you want to ride? And because of that, we get the dialogue because she under the impression of mine because I said, yep.
Yeah. You already know she had thought. No, you didn't lie.
I misled.
You misled. Well, it depends. If she's like, "Oh, I like your
if
car,"
she sees the registration and it says Magnum Marcellus, that's not.
But that's a bad because you already know she's a pop. So we.
Okay, so what's the difference
Whatever,
between
man.
a chick? So let me ask you, what's the difference between a chick and these OnlyFans?
Nothing. They're saying they're emotional or whatever, but
Hey,
I'm just saying in that situation,
exactly.
like we already know what it is. Like she a pop, and okay, we don't give a fuck about none of that. So, but yeah, like I don't know.
Mind
I
you,
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even remember what the fuck we was talking about. This motherfucker rented me his car, and I just told the bitch that I fucking. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I bet. I play Overwatch.
that's the only thing you
Like, I
remember.
don't even know what about.
We were just, we were
Yeah, that's a
just, we were
fact.
just,
Cause
we were just using a hypothetical, man. It's a hypothetical.
I'm just saying, I
You know
like
how
it. I
we
like it. I
listen,
like it.
listen. You know how we roll. If she see you
Yeah, that's a
in
fact.
some shit, whether it's mine, yours, or who else, and you say it's your shit, that's the truth. That's your shit.
Man, Quill gonna lie. Quill gonna be like, no, this is
Listen,
my shit.
listen.
Quill's not gonna
Quill
fucking
ain't a
lie.
life of shit. Because you know
Quill
what? At the end
gonna.
of the day, you know what we gonna be telling them when the three of us rolling. That's our driver. We never say that's all. We never say that's our white brother. And we can even convince him to wear a fucking hat.
We gotta
Like
exchange this bid. Oh no, no, no.
just Quill try on this hat, nigga. You look fly in that fucking
No, 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 no.
Daisy
We
hat.
can't. We can't. Man, we can't give him a hat. You already know that's a MAGA hat. Like we ain't gonna get no bitches with Kawhi with a MAGA hat
Hey,
on.
listen,
Like,
listen. Once I don't got get fucking shot by any cop doing a pullover, I don't give a
well, we in
fuck.
Florida, right? You crazy as hell, yo. Shit, we
Hmm.
good. They see Kawhi, we ain't have no problem. Shit, they
Exactly.
might actually shoot us thinking that we kidnapping Kawhi and shit like Kawhi with the cops. Like, yo.
I say Quill
They
looking
got
at me
me.
like, cool. Listen, and we got home. That's the day he go coming with a fucking sensor. Like, officer, I'm so glad to see you. These two niggas. Oh man, we be dead. And then he'd be like, I
It's
was
over for
joking, you mother. I was joking. We'd be on the fucking
us.
ground,
This this
knees
is
to our throats.
this is
They
damn
be
sure
telling
off
them,
the
no,
rails.
they're holding you, and you're not under control.
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, shit. Talking about whatever, like I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Nah, but
I
this
really hope
generation will
everything's
get
great, but
interesting.
oh
This
yeah, that's what I was
generation will
gonna
get
say. That's what I was
interesting
gonna say.
generation.
Hold on. Back to that ray tracing real quick, cause I'm talking, but I'm literally playing fucking Rocket League and Overwatch, and we just lost 0-2. Thank you very much. But nah, like that ray tracing shit. If you look at the ray tracing, what Digital Foundry was saying, they were saying like they did that shit and they broke it down to something like 27% or something processing power, and they
You know,
needed.
Quell is the ray tracing guy, right? He ain't gotta be the one to really
That's a
break that
fact.
shit
Cool.
down.
Did you see the Digital Foundry breakdown
Yeah, I saw it.
of
Of course
Spider
he did.
Man?
Of
Yeah,
So
I
course
you
he
saw it.
did.
saw what they said with the 1080p. Like pretty much everything is in 1080p in ray tracing. We already know
All the
what
Yeah,
reflections and shit.
they explained why
all
it's
the
that way.
reflections and all that shit.
They explained why it's that
Huh?
way
And they see that makes them really
because of the
Yeah.
envelope that they
Yeah.
have to work with.
No, yeah, I saw all of that. But what I'm saying is they broke it down to something like 27% or some shit like that. All right, pretty much the excess power, we know that, or we pretty much know that the Series X is at least like 33% more powerful, right? And they broke it down to something like 27% or something like that to make the shit 1080p, to make it run at 60 frames so I don't look crazy on whatever when they're doing it. So is that extra power going to push that ray tracing to full 4K ray tracing and whatever bullshit that Microsoft has to make shit? Like,
That's at 30
is that what
frames.
that extra power is for, to give you like
It's gonna
full
probably
ray
it's
tracing?
you're not gonna get they're not gonna put 4K ray tracing. Maybe on some things, but it'll probably be 1080p, 2K. They'll go with quarter or half on ray tracing. You got to remember, you're not generally speaking, you're not just standing there.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
playing the game,
So
right? So it's not that visible. It's just when you take bullshot screenshots like that, people are gonna pick them apart. it probably doesn't look that bad. You know, as you're playing the game, you're focused on Spider-Man and the surroundings. The reflections are just kind of background noise that make it look even better.
Yeah, of course. Listen, shit, I'm honestly amazed by Avengers right now, to be honest. And I know that thing has nothing but global illumination and all that other shit, but it's not no ray tracing. But I'm wondering, what is that extra power utilized? I was thinking that they're fucking dedicated ray tracing hardware.
More ray tracing. More ray tracing. You're gonna see more features, right? There could just be more features of ray tracing. It's not just that they got faster memory, and that's the big point. You got more bandwidth, so you got a little bit more play. There'll just be more ray tracing features. That's all. It's a little bit more. They'll be doing more rays. The whole idea of more bouncing rays, faster bouncing rays, is stupid. Like there's.
So more rays means what? Okay, in the demo and digital found he broke it down to what it builds. You got to go down to 8 milliseconds. You got to build, then you got to shoot the ray, then they got to bounce on, and all the other dumb
so
shit.
There's
those 4 steps.
There's got to be 33 frames.
So more rays does what?
More rays just means you have more rays. More particles.
So what does that do in terms of?
That just makes it a better quality image.
So, okay. So you're telling me that 1080p image is going to be a better quality image? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Like, what do you? That's what I mean. Like,
yeah. No, they're reflecting. It's just. Look, I am not this guy. This guy's like specialty is lighting. So I thought he explained it pretty good. He's not going to say anything about the Xbox One X.
No, he did.
Right? Because there's no fucking real picture. You got a fucking. He took a video card that had, I believe, almost the exact same RAM and the exact same amount of bandwidth, memory bandwidth, and so he gave you that approximation on what you would work with by turning. In order to get the no, not the 6700. He's the RTX 1060, right? Or 2060 or 2070, I can't remember which one he used. But he was showing in a game where he went 4K and he was getting unplayable frame rates. Then he went 2K and then finally 1080p and he was able to get 33 frames a second. It's not important. It's just background noise. Stuff like that reflection's just background noise. It's just there to like.
Okay, now I was just wondering.
So it's not that important.
So why? Oh, I got to play the game with Hanzo. Holla at me. I mean, because I'm video clips and I see how nice I am. But yeah, I was just wondering what was the extra hardware and all that. We'll see what happens. Velocity architecture. What was the PlayStation one again? PlayStation had the cool name. I forgot what it was called.
It was something weird.
Yeah,
I forgot. They got some cool name too. Fuck. I
just
saw that shit like 2 days ago. And I was like, oh, I like the name of this shit. But yeah, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't like.
So Coel, let me ask you a little bit about that, right?
Right, but he said he can still hit it.
What do you think is going to be the difference with the Xbox ray tracing? I know they have more rays, don't have more.
I don't know enough about ray tracing, dude.
You think that it's going to be that bad?
I just think you're going to have better fucking features. That's all, or more. They'll be using more rays. That's all. That's all I can fucking tell you, dude. There's all kinds of different shit you can use rays for. You don't have to just use them for reflections and shadows. You can use them for AI. And so it's not like they're only.
and do whatever the fuck they want. They don't gotta use a disc, bro. Making the most pristine fucking ray tracing or reflection possible. I forgot you could use that shit for AI, man. If I can get me some pure AI on some steroids, man, I'd be a happy gamer. That's all I really need. But yeah, so what do you guys think about Steve and Smash Brothers? Do you think that's a good crossover?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Steve, that's Steve, that's the Microsoft mascot. You know, the #1 selling game of all time. You guys say. I didn't check it myself, so I'll go off what you guys say.
Who, the guy from Minecraft?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I saw it.
Shit, it broke the internet literally. Like, apparently, when that shit was announced, you couldn't post on Twitter. You couldn't post nothing on YouTube for a little bit. Right.
I wonder what the deal. I wonder what the deal with that. Do Microsoft get the character or the character is not paid up? Or do they get like a royalty?
I don't know.
How do you think it works?
It might be.
I can't. You're like staticky a little bit. What'd you say?
Magnum, tell them what they say. Tell them what they say.
He said, how does that work out with Steve being on Minecraft? Do Microsoft get a royalty? What kind of kickback do they get?
I'm sure they get some kind of royalty. That or they just got a straight payment. But I assume it would be royalty. Are you buying him as an individual character, or is he just being added?
He's being added.
So it was probably either.
Is it a free character? Is it like free DLC?
Yeah, I don't know anything about.
If I remember Smash from what it used to be, or the last one I played was the one on Wii, I'm pretty sure it's just like a free character. You just get it. But I don't know. And plus, it's not just a character; it's multiple characters. It's Steve, it's his brother, it's the zombie, and it's the character that reminds me of Shadow from Sonic, Endo, whatever his name is. So it's like a four-banger.
A whole Minecraft.
Minecraft is taking over, bro. Yeah, the redo. I watched the stream with fucking. I forgot the guy's name talking. Like he had to redo everything to put so you could be able to put Minecraft blocks to everywhere all over the board. That shit could be amazing though. Like if you get hit, cause I ain't played fucking Smash in a while. I was that nigga back then, and I will be that nigga once I get my shit. Fuck y'all talking about. But anyway, you could like if they knock you off the board, like I'm wondering. I think he did a second interview about the gameplay, like a presentation. So he takes the controller and just shows you everything the character could do in different scenarios and shit. I gotta watch it. But if you could knock him off and he could drop some fucking sand or whatever blocks and he could walk instead of trying to jump back to the fucking board, that would be so crazy. Like that would be amazing. That alone would probably make me pick him, to be honest. But I'll watch that presentation and I'll let y'all know what they say. But that shit, I don't know. Smash has always been that game, and supposedly Microsoft was hinting at trying to get Master Chief in there.
Master Chief in there.
If I was,
They got several characters in there already, right?
but I don't know. To be honest, it's only got their own game. But Sony also got their own game. My bad, I was going with my bad. But yeah, Sony got their own game. So, and to be honest, I love that game too. It was the problem with that game. I forgot what it was. I think there was no, there was no like you can't knock a nigga off the board type of shit. Like if you could knock him off the board, that would have been. That's all that game needed. But it wasn't like that. If I remember correctly. Someone, whoever's listening, don't kill me. But yeah,
Can't bite everything.
I think that's what it was. Now they should have. They just should have, because that would have been a perfect game. Like fuck that. If you're gonna go, just do it right. I don't. It's not about biting. It's about doing it right. Like PlayStation, it's all achievements, right?
Oh, you say
It's not about biting.
don't
It's
go
about
half
doing it
bite.
right.
Don't go half bite. You got it.
Yeah, if you're not gonna go half bite. Go all bite, bro. You gotta take a full bite. Don't do a half bite out of here. Fuck. That's like licking the tip. Like we don't do that. The fuck. You gotta go all the way. Fuck. I mean, but yeah, like that PlayStation All Star shit. Like yeah, they Sony got one. All they really gotta do is just do that, and then boom, they got a hit on their hand. Like up on that shit all
Yeah,
day.
but
They
they
got.
can't do some shit now though.
Uh,
As if everybody was to do like Microsoft got Doom guys. Yo, you guys crazy. Like
who?
uh, uh, the Doom guy. I'm getting some of that. Like, right,
I don't. Some human with some. Cool. Do you remember? He's like some human with some powers or some shit like that.
He ain't got no fucking powers. At least he didn't in the original game. He's just a badass who didn't get turned into a demon or a zombie or any fucking.
Yeah,
I don't know what he's
I
like.
think
I haven't even played the originals, the new ones. I didn't play the 2016 one. I ain't played the new one.
and it's
to mention it in Eternal too. He's destroying shit.
Oh yeah. So what happened? He goes
Damn.
bad after.
You go. Like honestly, like I think he's the defending the Hell World, descendant, if I remember, of like a clan of warriors that do that type of shit, and he's like a whole political thing with the whole Earth, because the Earth world or a world or a realm, whatever you want to put it like that. They're run by like a robot type of group, and then you got in their ministry, and then you got like some
giant machines.
robot. Yeah, exactly. And then you got some angelic robot ministry type of shit. So you got all your different little factions, and you got the faction that he was from. So you got a whole bunch of different plays. If you when you continually play that game, you'll see that Doom guy is actually a fucking badass, like a complete badass. So that would be like in terms of all the stable IPs that they have, like that everyone knows, because that's what you need. You need iconic IPs. They have enough iconic IPs, enough IPs that are loved that are not iconic that they could throw in there.
I didn't realize that like this dude has like a massive following. You know what I'm saying? Like a iconic following, like Doom Daddy. What?
Oh no, the Doom guy was always number one. That's a fact. Even back then, like not I don't mean number one, but in terms of iconic, oh shit, who else is more? Forget the Doom guy. You could just put up the Doom fucking the bar, the fucking the UI on the screen, and niggas will know who that is. Like, you know what I mean, you know the Doom guy, but he damn sure resurrected with Doom 3, with the DLC for Doom 3, and especially with the Dooms on this generation. I believe it's the same guy. Who else? The same guy?
I don't even know, man. I assume so.
Yeah, I assume it's the same guy, to be honest. But I don't know exactly, because I ain't really... Because we just know him as like... Because to be honest, the Doom guy was never really important. He was just the guy that you used, and they added importance to him later on. Just like they do with further stuff, but they did it... It's not the way that they did it, it's more so that he's so iconic, and the game itself is so good, and what they did with their story and shit like that, it adds like a aura around them now. Especially when you play the game, like when you play the game, you should try to upgrade the shit where you can see where shit is, so you could go around and get hidden shit, break hidden walls, and because you'll learn a lot of shit. Like that game itself, Doom games, Rage games, like they do good with giving you expose within the game that you search for in terms of codex and shit like that open up the story even more, and it's something that you want to listen to, and you're reading at the same time. And it's actually it's pretty good. Most games I don't like that type of stuff, or I don't really care about the story enough to do that type of stuff. But with Doom Guy, it's different, and he has his own fortress in the sky. Like he's a cool motherfucker. Like you know what I mean, he's Doom Guy. He can do whatever because he's fucking Doom Guy. It's like that. So it's like when you got Doom Guy versus, they already did a head to head with Doom Guy and Master Chief
Chief.
in death
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
death battles back in the day. Yeah, that shit was funny.
That would be a nice.
But
That would be a
because I
nice
thought Doom,
cross.
honestly, I thought Doom Guy was about to destroy him with the BFG. Like I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you came out of heaven and fell into Earth like he did in Halo 3. You get hit with the BFG. That shit killed demons, but they not even part of this realm. Like, for that bubble shield. But yeah, they got enough iconic characters between Viva Pinata. You got you some Banjo in there. You put your hardcores, like you said, the Master Chief, your Skyrim dude, your Doom. You might fucking, they
Battletoads.
might even have a Forza
Listen,
car in there. You
just
have
with
the
the
fucking
rare, just
Fable
with the
guy.
rare game, just with the rare game, you got 30 characters.
That's a fact. Like if they get an iconic character from everything, if you get alright, Master Chief, Marcus Phoenix,
Fable
Doom
have an
Guy,
iconic character.
Skyrim, Fable, fucking
Perfect Dark.
fucking. Oh yeah, you could put Perfect Dark in there. Banjo, Viva
Marcus
Pinata.
Phoenix.
Yeah, I got him in there. Fucking, that's 8. Fucking, who else? I know there's a lot that niggas would think about. You could put the chick from Cameo in there. You could put fucking. There's probably gonna be some crossover from Killer Instinct. But who else?
Exactly. You
I know
got
I'm missing
Django
some
from
shit.
Killer Instinct. What's the girl who the way the
Yeah,
green in Killer Instinct?
is it Orchid? Is it Orchid or was the
You
other one?
got
There's
you got you
Orchid,
got battle.
Maya.
You got a battle tools.
Yeah, but forget all that. That's a fact. You got the Battletoads you could put in there. Where I forgot about the Battletoads. That damn sure could be in a crossover. There was some other shit that had just popped in. You know they're gonna go back into some old Xbox, like some Ghost in the Ghoulies or some shit like that. Like that, honestly, fucking Nintendo made a franchise, like a Battle Royale isn't a franchise as per se, like a beat 'em up, fight 'em up type of Battle Royale. But because Nintendo did it so well, like honestly, like you were saying, honestly, do 100% believe that they all should. Microsoft could have, they could have did it before, but now they could knock it out the park with what they have. The
Yep.
only thing is they got to make their characters. They got to pick the right characters so they're not same type of characters. But once then they got enough characters to do that. To be honest, so shit, they could bring back Conquer. Fuck, they could have mad people. You know what I mean?
No, they can't bring that up.
Conquer this shit. Conquer starts that shit off, kicking the screen in, and starts shooting at Master Chief and a bunch of motherfuckers. And niggas like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? And then they start fighting with some shit. But yeah, you already know. We'll see with all that shit and what they turn out to see. But at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck what no one says. Unfortunately for you Sony fans, just accept it. That's first party. But as you guys say, it's true. Time will build that out. But we already know what it is. So,
All right.
what y'all doing?
Before we wrap up?
I got anything?
I don't got shit else.
Is that it then? All right. I want to thank everybody who. Ooh, shit popped off. There we go. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Appreciate